So what do you like a lot about Bus 18?
Well, I mean, everyone on Bus 18, we have a strong bond because we've all, even before Bus 18, we've had, our squad in our neighborhood. But just growing up, going on the bus with the same people for that many years, it's just like you get a special bond, and it's like it's a special kind of friendship.
Definitely the people. I've known basically everyone on the bus since I was in elementary school, and we're all still really tight, so that's always nice to see them every day.
So I did a little research about societies on bus, or how kids are affected by what happens on the bus, and I feel really fortunate that I got such a nice bus driver and such a nice group of people that are on the bus, and how close of friends we got. Because compared to other bus drivers here, or students that go to school on like city buses that they don't know the bus driver does not want to know them, they don't care, they get a more distant relationship from the people around them. And I really like that I can rely on all those people on that bus, and I really like my close friends, and I really am very thankful to Mr. T for always setting that mindset that everyone on the bus is like a great friend to each other.
Okay. What's your bus ride like?
My bus is filled with lots and lots of crazy, interesting people. Lots of screaming goes on.
Personally, my bus is like pretty much silent in the morning because everyone's tired.
But then on the way home, it's just like people are throwing stuff out the windows and jumping from seat to seat.
People get in like arguments rather loud. But I don't really know anyone on my bus, and we don't really talk. It's just kind of quiet and awkward.
Brian came to Bus 18 when Mr. T retired at the end of January. So we've had him for about 2 months now, and he's a really great guy, and he really cares about us, and he really acts like Mr. T, and we're all just really happy that he's such a caring guy.
Hi, my name is Brian. I've been a bus driver now for 8 years. I enjoy driving the bus. I enjoy the kids, mostly the kids. That's the best part of the job. The kids are great on this bus. I have no problem with them. Known them, for a few years off and on. Seen the changes. And I guess that they're really good kids on this bus. And I wouldn't trade this run for the world.
Dennis Katasak, 6 years.
So what do you like most about bus driving?
I like the interaction with the students, especially the younger ones. They're always saying something that makes me laugh.
So the legend of Bus 18 really starts with Mr. T. Mr. T is our old bus driver, and he drove the bus for a lot of years before I came on. He takes care of everyone on the bus, and he always asks how everyone is doing. I really miss walking on the bus and telling Mr. T good morning, or having him say happy Friday, because he was just a really happy-go-lucky guy.
Seeing Mr. T every day has really been a pleasure, and it makes me pretty sad that he's gone. He would always drop me off at my house pretty early, even though my bus stop was actually a few houses up the street. It was just an inconvenience for him, but it really meant a lot to me.
Mr. T was the best bus driver I've ever had. He was a really sweet man, and he really just cared a lot. Like, you could tell he genuinely cared about his job and about the kids that he was driving, and just his attitude towards everything made it enjoyable to, ride the bus in the morning and the afternoon. The bus driver we have now isn't like terrible. I'm sure he's a great guy, but Mr. T was like, it's like something special. It's like he had like a certain vibe that was like, it was a good vibe I got from him, and he was always like positive, and you could just tell he's a sweet man. He cared a lot.
I met Mr. T when I first started. And actually he took me under his wing. I rode with him my first year with the job. I rode with him on the bus quite a few times. That's how I ended up learning his route.
What's the best thing about Bus 18?
I'd have to say it's our water fights that occur at the end of every year. on the last day of school, Mr. T he used to bend the rules a little bit, and we'd have a water bottle fight where each of us would bring in our own supply of ammunition, and we would have a water bottle fight as soon as we passed the trees, past Holocon. Where I once brought 2 friends onto the bus because we were gonna hang out after school, after the last day of school, and he told one of the juniors to dump extra water on me as a punishment for bringing friends onto the bus.
A water fight at the end of the year. I hope I don't get too wet.
Ask me again.
So do you have any bus stories?
Yes, there's the elementary students. There's always something that is amusing. The other day, as we were pulling out of the school, one of the younger students put his head out the window to yell to a kid in another bus. And I said, get your head in the window or you'll be decapitated. And he didn't say anything, and a couple minutes later he said, Mr. Dennis, I don't think that can happen. I don't wear a hat.